Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you all had a good week. Good week for me, other than my truck stopped working yesterday. So I gotta get that fixed. I'm going to look at a new vehicle tomorrow, though I might just buy a new one. Brand new. Fuck it. Why not? We'll see. Uh, but other than that, it was a good week. I hope you guys all had a good week. Hope everybody got their cologne in. So I wore the I got 4 samples of La Nuit Alone Eau de Parfum, EDP. And saw my first impression of it. I wasn't overly impressed, but I didn't dislike it either. I said I was going to wear it this week to get a better feel for it. I'm glad I did. It grew on me really quick. It's a cologne that has like layers, man. It's really nice, really nice. I'll get into it, but it's really fucking nice. Holy crap. It's never nice. Let's get into what it is. YSL, released 2019. I couldn't find a month, but I think it was pretty much just this month or last month it got released here anyway in Canada. Chords are aromatic, warm, spicy, balsamic, woody, and leather. Keep that leather in mind. Top notes are grapefruit, cardamom, of course. Mid is clary sage, lavender absolute, and leather. Base is patchouli, sandalwood, vetiver, and tonka. Yeah, I didn't like the initial blast of it when I first sprayed it, and it's still not my favorite part of the scent. But again, it grew on me relatively quick too. I think the reason I didn't like it is I was expecting more of a La Nuit Alone type of opening, heavier on the cardamom, you know. Whereas this, the initial blast of this to me is still that just grapefruit and leather. And on my skin, the leather start to finish, this whole life of this fragrance, it is there start to finish. I've warmed up to it though, that opening, and I'm glad I wore it and didn't just, well, I never base a cologne on the opening anyway, or like one time wearing. Nobody should, any fragrance. Wear it a few times. I'm glad I did with this one, because this one really, I knew I was going to like it, but I didn't think I was going to fucking love it. And I love it. So much so, I went down today and bought it. No points, anything like that. I just fucking bought it. Straight up fucking debit card. Boom, $165. I haven't spent $165 on a designer scent in quite a while. Usually I get them cheaper than that, either online or I wait for sales, or I use optimum points, shit like that. Nope, just bang, bought it. Like it that much. Yeah. So that initial blast, like I said, I still got a little bit of one of the testers left. That initial blast, at first I didn't like. Now I kind of actually like it. It's not my favorite part of the scent by any stretch of the word, but it's definitely okay. And it lasts about a half hour. It's still heavy leather. But about a half hour later, the cardamom starts to come in with that leather, and the sage, and the lavender, and you get a really nice, slightly well, you get La Nuit Alone with leather, basically. It is really what it is. This is a tricky scent to review, though, because I read a few reviews online to try to see what people were saying about it, and it's almost like a 50-50 thing. Some people think it smells great and really similar to La Nuit L'Homme, and a lot of people think it's just no good. Doesn't smell anything. I fall into the it smells a lot like La Nuit L'Homme, especially after about a half hour, 40 minutes. Richer, thicker La Nuit L'Homme, but it's La Nuit L'Homme. There's no mistaking what it is. I can't stop smelling it. Jeez, I love this stuff. I'll wear it again this week, but I'm not gonna. Initial Blast has got somewhat of a boozy smell to it too. I don't quite know where the booze is coming from. There's nothing listed. It could be a combination again. I like the spices with the grapefruit and leather, giving it somewhat of a. It's got like a boozy vibe to it. It's going to sound like this is all over the place, and it kind of is, but it all mixes together real well. Like, you know, it's a citrusy leather balm off the top, and cardamom and lavender, and then there's some kind of booze in there, and then, you know, it gets creamy and sweet again in the dry down, the tonka and the vetiver and the sandalwood and patchouli. It sounds like it's all over the place. And like I said, it kind of is, but at the same time, it just works. And works very well. We'll get into the compliment factor. Oh, daddy. Whew, yeah. Projection wasn't that good, but then I didn't expect it. Most EDPs don't have the same projection as their EDT counterparts. The notes are a little, like I said, a little thicker, heavier. There's less volatile notes, boom, off the top notes. Again, not bad. About an hour and a half. Not too far out there. Only about an arm's length. Then it kind of gets really, really close to your skin almost immediately. I got about 6 hours on my skin. Like I said, a good 4 hours of that is pretty close to the skin. So you're not going to project out there like a beast. You know, it's just not that type of scent. It was never designed to be that type of scent, I don't think. La Nuit L'Homme, even the original formulation that I had, the 2009 one, never projected out there like a beast. It projected good, kind of like this, an arm's length for a couple hours, and it's kind of what you got. Then it kind of sat close to the skin. But I got about 6 hours on my skin. 8+ hours on my clothes, though. And I know it's 8+ hours because I put my work shirt on at work for an 8-hour shift. Gave myself a spray just before I went in. Got home. Took my work shirt off, and I could still smell it. It's not overbearing or anything, but it was only one spray, too. But it was still there. Pretty good still. Wasn't quite the same. On my skin, it turned into like most men's cologne nowadays, on my skin, it turned into about 4.5, 5 hours into that 6 hour mark, it kind of turned into a basic tonka scent. Like most cologne these days. But on my shirt, it kept that leathery cardamom and tonka vibe all together. It was kind of nice, actually. I'm a clothes guy. I like to spray on my clothes just like my skin too. Some do, some don't. Whatever. It's also got a smoky incense vibe to it throughout the life of the fragrance until it hits that tonka-ish dry down. And I don't know what that is. Again, it could be a combination of everything. Leather and cardamom give it a bit of a smoke vibe to it, I guess. Lavender would give it that powdery smoke. You know, it could be a million and one things. And it could actually be some kind of note they're not listing. They don't list every note. But like I said, the YSL DNA is in there. You can smell it. if you wear a lot of YSL, and you like it, you're gonna like this one. Again, another perfect date night scent, night out scent. A lot of club scent. Jesus, I'm getting tired of super sweet projecting fucking scents. I really am. It's not near a club scent, but it is definitely something if you're going on a date with a girl, with a guy, whatever, again, I don't care. You're going out with your significant other, husband or wife, and something to wear. It's very nice that way. It's very classy. Of course, so is YSL, the original La Nuit de l'Homme. Very classy scent. Not too overpowering. Beautiful scent. Oh my god, I can't keep saying that enough. I think I keep smelling it. Like, I haven't done that in a while. Like, oh, beautiful scent. A lot of people compared it, or were comparing it to Fahrenheit. I see a little similarity there. That powderiness, lavender, kind of the spices, but I mean, it's if you were to compare it, maybe slightly. I get more of the spicy, smoky vibe, almost more similar to something like a Zero Visit than I do Dior Fahrenheit. Maybe combine the two to kind of give you that kind of a vibe too. Again, two very classically put together, very good fragrances. Zero's Visit, highly underrated, and Dior Fahrenheit. Everybody knows Dior Fahrenheit, love it or hate it. Yeah, I do get a heavy smoky incense vibe off it, with a spicy cardamom, the leather. I don't got much more to say about it than it's a beautiful. I mean, even the part I like the least. I shouldn't say I like the least. That opening is still. Once I got past the fact that it wasn't the same opening as La Nuit de l'Homme, it's still a 7 out of 10. That opening, it's just, I don't do 10 out of 10s or anything, but if I had to, I just might get a 9.5. If that opening was a little better on me, I'd get a 10. I haven't opened it yet, of course, because I don't have to, because I still have the little bit of this left, another day of this. Every day I wore this. Compliments at work. Almost every girl at work. Age ranges again from 18 to pretty much retirement. Loved this. Never had to ask one person what they thought of it. Everybody, all the ladies told me at work. You know, only got about 8 girls that work with me, so 9 compliments, because I got 9 girls that work with me, including the manager. So, and even she complimented me. So, is it a replacement for La Nuit de l'Homme? They're just different enough. La Nuit de l'Homme is a little more. I don't know the terms to use, but this one's a little more classy. Not that La Nuit de l'Homme ain't classy, believe me, but this one's a little more classy, where you can get away with. I think L'Homme, you can get away with that a lot easier than this one in a more casual setting. I wasn't in the proper setting or attire really to be wearing this one, or even time of year. I think this is going to lead more towards the fall and winter. It's warm, it's spicy, but it still performed really well. Like I said, compliment wise, 9 compliments. That never fucking happens. Never. I should wear the original this week and see if I get the same amount of compliments. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. See what happens. See which one they like better. Nobody disliked that. Even the guys. No guys ever gave me any compliments or anything. But once they heard the girl saying smell, like, oh, what's that, man? That is nice, you know, like, what is it? Can I buy it? Mm, buy it. It's gonna cost you a penny. It's brand new. It ain't cheap. Once most guys heard it was going to be about $160, $170, they were like, I don't like it that much. So, yeah, great scent, guys. Pick it up if you can afford it. If not, at least go down to your local Shoppers or Sephora or wherever you get your shit and see if they'll give you a few samples of it so you can wear it a few times. One of these samples was 2 days wear, 4 sprays. You know, boom, 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 one on my shirt. And I got 2 days out of them. So, you get 3 or 4 samples, you can get a week or 2 out of them. Yeah. I would. Great scent. Great scent. I just can't recommend it enough. If you can get it and you can afford it, please do. Again, it's not a projection beast or even a longevity monster. It has really good sillage though. That's something that you're in a room and people are gonna know you're in that room. When you walk by them, you're gonna leave that trail, that bubble. That's the cardamom and leather, and I'm telling you, there's incense in there somehow. They're not saying there is, but there has to be. Just a beautiful scent, guys. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm glad I gave it a chance and didn't just judge it off of that opening. And even that, once I passed my own bias, was really good. So, yeah, guys, that's it. Next week, I'm gonna wear the authentic, or not the authentic, the original loam. See if it does as well as this one did with the ladies. Well, the work ladies. Yeah, that's it, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other.